Hi everybody, good afternoon. This is Jean here. I just wanted to be showing you what I'm going to be doing in my next tutorial. I have to take a few days off. I've gotten a bit of a cold and I'm done with sewing for the next few days, so I'm going to look after myself. I have a little bit of a chest on me. But I just wanted to show you, this is my quilt top. I don't know if you remember, I've just sort of stuck it up here. Do you remember this quilt top that we were working on? This is that real easy 10-minute quilt block with the 3 seams. Remember that? And then I just made up the two large quilt blocks. That's another video of mine. If you want to go back, if you're new to this, that's another video of mine. It's called the 10-minute quilt block 3 seams awesome quilt pattern, and that's what I made up. And this is the quilt top that I've made up. And I was telling you, as I was constructing the quilt block, if you remember, that I had got this beautiful fabric here, and you know me and my large borders, my large print fabrics. I like large borders, so I added this fabric, this lovely floral. I did spend good money on this. I don't know what good money is, but I didn't get the fabric on sale. I did see it in I believe Missouri Quilt Company, and I just adored it. It's just so pretty. Julia's Garden, it's called, and I think I've mentioned that again before. So I spent the money and I bought this. And also what I'm going to be doing is my next tutorial is going to be how do I construct my backing. So here is my quilt. Oh, just an aside, this block, I've gotten a few comments that the block works up so very quickly and very huge. It's a huge block. So that very quickly you might have a queen or a king size quilt. This is only, as it is, 2 blocks, as it were. Again, refer back to my video. So what I've done is I actually just put the border fabric on the sides, if you can see that. I'm not putting it on the top. That would make my quilt, to my mind, really tall, really long. Now, it might be good for a bed, but I like it like this. I don't know how I'm going to finish it off with the binding, but I like it just with this, the fabric on the sides. Now, I did splurge, and again, with my next tutorial, my backing, I will be showing you. I did splurge, and I just got it in the mail, actually, because I saved up my pennies to get it. I got the coordinating fabric from this fabric line for the backing. So this is just going to be a beautiful, such a pretty floral fabric that I just got. So there's all sorts of different ways to construct backing, and that's what a few people have been interested. So I'm going to be showing you that. So that, keep tuned in, because I got to get myself a bit healthier for the next few days. I got to rest. And but that's going to be my next tutorial. And there was a lady on here, I promised her that would be my next tutorial. But I just wanted to, since you're all like wanting to see some of the quilts I've done. Well, this isn't finished, but I'll show it to you when it's completely quilted. Just my quilt top, my backing. People were interested in circles, how I do circles. And I don't know whether it was appliquing circles, and I don't want to beat a dead horse about my table that I have. None of you have it. But I had made this quilt a while ago, and I want to show you it. My bright fabrics again. I got all these, I think, from Joann Fabrics, pretty fabrics, all different. I've been collecting pinks and greens, and I just put all the pinks and greens together. Now, what this quilt is made up of, it's almost a quilt as you go. But to be honest with you, and I'm not searching for compliments, truly I'm not, I don't love this quilt. I don't love the way I constructed it. I don't love the way it turned out. It's very beautiful. As you're seeing it, you go, oh, that's such a pretty quilt. But the way, I don't know where I got I've been searching my brain, I don't know where in the world the instructions were or the pattern was, but how basically this was constructed. And I don't know why I'm showing you this, because I don't think I'm going to be doing this. I just want to show you, just for argument's sake. This is the quilt. It was constructed of circles. Okay, and remember, I was doing my circles on my table, but I thought, forget doing the circles on the table. Let's do what everybody else does. So excuse me, armed with a trusty plate about the size of the circle. I traced around 2 10-inch squares, blah, blah, blah. I made my circle, right sides together. But as I was looking at this, because I made this several years ago, I was thinking, oh, I have batting in there. Again, I have a square of batting in each of these. It is quilted. It's batted. So basically, the method that I used was I made these circles right sides together, and then I added a square of batting inside. I don't know how I did that, because I was doing this, and did I shove it in? I really do forget. But maybe when I'm more of a clear mind, what I did is I made all these circles, 2 different fabrics on each side, and there is a square of batting inside. And then what you do is what I did. See, but then you have to turn it, and there's this hunk. You sew the 2 sides together, right? Like that. And then you come up with this. You get that? And it's done. And then what I did is I made a bunch of these circles with the batting inside somehow. Sorry, this is not going to be a tutorial. This is just my thought process of this quilt. It's pretty, but it's a little bit redneck, a little bit ghetto, because I tried to satin stitch around each thing. And I don't know if my machine was acting up that day, but the satin stitch is a bit crummy. It's turned out pretty, but it's what it is. It's pretty, but I don't think I would be showing you. People were saying, "Oh, how to make a circle quilt out of quilt out of circles." Well, I thought, okay, I'll appeal to somebody, and it just I think if with a lot more practice and a lot more commitment to the project, I'd probably do a better job. I wasn't loving it, so if it wasn't fun. And remember, it has to be fun. I finished it though. I always finish my things. Don't ever put stuff away, because and I haven't like lined my dog cage or anything with that. It's a pretty quilt, but I wasn't thrilled. These intersections are really lumpy here, but I finished it. But I wasn't having fun, so I don't think I would be teaching you how to do it. But there you go. If you're brave enough, make some circles, stick a hunk of batting in there. I don't know how I did that, and then sew them together. That's how you get that look, and that's what I did when I did it. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to be showing you a proper tutorial on my backing, how I do my backing, because everybody does backing different, on this quilt here, which I do like. I like this quilt here. Very pretty fabric line. It lifts me. So I'm going to go get better. I'm going to go have a cup of tea with some honey in it, and try to get it feeling a little bit better. Again, folks, thanks ever so much for visiting. See you later. Bye.